Okay, good morning everyone. Welcome to ADHD Yoga. So today I want to continue on something I touched on yesterday, which is about creating a ritual. So if you have ADHD, your mind is usually racing, and you can get quite comfortable with it, having all these racing thoughts, but to bring that, to ground it in reality, to take action, we need meaning. And a way of giving yourself meaning, finding out what the meaning is for you, is to make something into a ritual. Now, a ritual doesn't have to be some elaborate religious ceremony. It can be the smallest of things, like brushing your teeth is a ritual that you do every morning. And if you can bring fun into the ritual, fantastic. Maybe you have a walk on your way to work where at a certain place you need to stand on one leg for 30 seconds, or anything like that. That can be a ritual, but give it meaning with your imagination in your mind. You give it meaning. For ADHD, I think this is key to a lot of things. The more things you can bring ritual to in your life, the more able you're going to get to harnessing your ADHD and getting to grips with it, and actually having it serve you. There are benefits to having ADHD. This is a big debate as to whether it's a superpower or not, or there's a lot of drawbacks, but there are a lot of positive things that come with it as well. So today for ritual, I'm going to have a simple thing. I'm going to have fire. I'm going to have a candle. And lighting a candle at the start of your practice, it is ceremony, it's concentration. You have to focus on lighting the candle. And once the candle is there, fire has a sort of hypnotic quality, if you want to call it that, all of its own. And having it there, it is, you've heard of the primordial fire. It's the heart of the sun. Having that at the start of your practice kind of sets the tone. And just doing that and making that fun. So you can decide to call it energizing. I'm lighting this to energize my practice, or I'm lighting this because it's sacred. If you want to make it sacred, or you're lighting it because it's fun, or it gives a nice warm energy to the practice. But whatever meaning you can bring to it, it's an action that you can take to create ritual for the start of your practice, which in your practice hopefully becomes a ritual in itself. The more you engage with your mind, your body, and your breath, and getting these things to sync through your yoga practice, is immensely beneficial for ADHD. The other thing I want to quickly say is that we want to try and keep the practice as fun as possible. There are very serious yoga practices and traditions, and all respect to them. It's amazing. Discipline and intense focus, and it's great. But I think if we can make it playful and not take it so seriously, it's fantastic. It just it allows you to incorporate. There are no mistakes. You're going to get into a pose, and you're going to get into it however you're going to get into it, and you're going to go as far into it as far as you're going to be able to go, and be able to look at it in a light. It's vitally important to have some humor and some lightness and play in your yoga practice. So that's why a lot of the classes that I teach, the sequence of poses are ad hoc. They're thrown together. they've been taken from different traditions, whether it's Ashtanga or Shivananda or Vinyasa flow or Iyengar. And these are all valid traditions. And if having a set, fixed routine is your thing, then practice one of those, find one of those teachers and those traditions and practice that. The emphasis here is actually just doing some physical movement, and yoga is amazingly good for your mind by getting you to work with your breath and your body to calm your mind. And if we're just doing some of the poses in whatever order with a playful element to it, fantastic. So with that, let's come to the front of our mats. Standing with your feet together, arms loosely by your sides. Tuck in your tailbone. Take a couple of breaths here. Just feel your body. Notice what's happening in your body. Deep breath in. Exhale through the nose or through the mouth. Bringing your hands together in prayer position at your chest. I'm also going to emphasize in this class, make the movements whenever we are moving slow, deliberate, dramatic. Really be dramatic. It pulls you into focus from where your mind might be drifting, in addition to focusing on your breath. So inhaling up, exhale, folding forwards. Hanging here for a few breaths, letting gravity drag the top half of your body down. On each inhalation, rise slightly. On each exhalation, fall forwards a fraction more. Keeping your legs straight, rocking forwards onto the balls of your feet, feeling the stretch in the backs of your legs, feeling your arms be loose, noticing if you're feeling it in your lower back. Let your head be loose. You might feel tingling sensations in your hands. On your next inhale, slowly come up, vertebra by vertebra, inhaling up, arching back to starting position. Inhaling up, exhale, folding forwards. Placing your hands either side of your feet, step your right foot back. Keep your attention on the tactile things, how your hands feel on the mat, how your leg feels stretched out behind you, what muscles are you tensing. Just keep your awareness on your body and any sensations in it. Deep breath in. On the exhalation, drop that right knee to the mat. Inhale, look up. Take a couple of breaths here. Deep breath in. Step your other foot back into a high press up, flattening your back as much as possible. Holding your breath if you can. If not, take a couple of breaths. Deep breath in. On the exhalation, drop your knees, chest, and forehead to the mat. Inhale, push your groin to the mat, come up into a cobra pose, pushing down with your hands very slightly. Smile. Deep breath in. On the exhalation, push up into a downward dog. Working your heels into the mat. One heel, then the other. So straightening one leg, then the other, bending one leg, then the other. pushing down with your hands, shuffling your shoulder blades down your back. Remembering to breathe. Looking at the space between your hands, step your right foot into that space. Stay here for a couple of breaths again, noticing what your body is feeling. Does this side feel different from the other side? Deep breath in. Exhale, drop your left knee to the mat. Breathe here. In your next inhalation, step your left foot forwards, fold forwards, inhale up, arch back and back to starting position. Inhaling up, exhale, folding forwards. Stepping your right foot back, dropping your right knee to the mat, inhale, look up. Holding the breath, stepping your left foot back into a high press up, exhaling, dropping your knees, chest and forehead to the mat. Inhale up into a cobra pose, exhaling into a downward dog. Looking at the space between your hands, step your right foot into that space, drop your left knee to the mat, inhale, look up. Exhale, step your left foot forwards, fold forwards, inhale up, arch back, back to starting position. Inhaling up, exhale, folding forwards. Stepping your left foot back, dropping your left knee to the mat, inhale, look up. Step your other foot back into a high press up, holding the breath, exhaling, dropping your knees, your chest and your forehead to the mat. Inhale up into a cobra pose, exhaling to a downward dog. Looking at the space between your hands, step your left foot into that space. Drop your right knee to the mat, inhale, look up. Exhaling, bring your right foot forwards, fold forwards. Inhale up, arch back, back to starting position. Inhaling up, exhale, folding forwards. Stepping the left foot back, dropping your left knee to the mat, inhale, look up. Stepping your other foot back into a high press up. Exhaling, dropping your knees, chest and forehead to the mat. Inhaling up into a cobra. Exhaling into a downward dog. Looking at the space between your hands, step your left foot into that space. Drop your right knee to the mat, inhale, look up. Exhale, bring your right foot forwards, fold forwards. Inhaling up. Coming back to center. Few more, 2 or 3 more. Inhaling up, exhale, folding forwards. Stepping your left foot back, dropping your left knee to the mat, inhale, look up. Stepping your other foot back into a high press up, exhaling into the knees, chest and forward into the floor. Inhaling up into cobra, exhaling into a downward dog. Looking at the space between your hands, step your left foot into that space, drop your right knee to the mat, inhale, look up. Exhale, bring your right foot forwards, fold forwards. Inhaling up, back to starting position. Inhaling up, exhale, folding forward. Step your right foot back. Drop your right knee to the mat, inhale, look up. Step your other foot back into a high press up and retain the breath if you can. Exhale, drop your knees, chest and forehead to the mat. Inhale up into a cobra pose. Exhale into a downward dog. Looking at the space between your hands, step your left foot into that space. Drop your right knee to the mat, inhale, look up. Exhale, bring your other foot forwards, fold forwards. Inhale up, arch back, back to starting position. Last one, really fast. Inhale up, exhale, fold forwards. Right foot back, right knee to the mat, inhale, look up. Other foot back into a high press up, exhale, knees, chest, forehead to the mat. Inhale up into a cobra, exhale into a downward dog. Looking at the space between your hands, step your right foot into that space. Drop your left knee to the mat, inhale, look up. Bring your left foot forwards, fold forwards. Inhale up, arch back, back to starting position. Shake out your arms, shake out your legs. Catch your breath, notice how your body's feeling. Keep on coming back to how your body's feeling. If you feel like you need to move, just to keep that energy flowing, just sway a little bit. And then come down to be sitting on your mat. Your legs stretched out in front of you. Keep coming back to your breath. Notice the pattern of your breath. Is it a bit more ragged now? Try to get it to come back to be a bit more even. Deep inhale, longer exhalation. Exhalations generally should be longer or twice as long as the inhalation. Inhale your arms up either side of your ears. Push the backs of your knees into the mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold forwards from the hips. Folding forwards. Let your arms come down wherever they need to. They can be on your knees. They can be just below your knees. Mine are going to be just below the knees. Some slack in the arms. The arms should be not tight and rigid like that. Some slack. Flexing both feet. Long, even breaths. This is just a forward bend. And it doesn't matter if doesn't look like you're bending forward much. You just go and where you feel resistance or discomfort, go up to that place. So I feel resistance here in my stomach area. And for me, it feels uncomfortable to try and push it any further than that at the moment. So I'm going to stay here, and this is all that we need to do. Keep on flexing the feet, keep pushing the backs of the knees into the mat. Let your head drop forward. Notice your breathing. Try and stay in your center and be aware of all the different sensations in your body. Staying in your center means coming back to your breath. On your next exhalation, raise your hands up, either side of your ears, drop them down behind you, fingers pointing away from you. Push yourself up into an inclined plank. Try and work your feet to be flat on the mat if you can. Stay there for a couple of seconds. Come back down. Okay, turn onto your left side. Support yourself with your left forearm. Now, you can either do this staying on your forearm, or if you feel you're quite strong in your arm, you can push yourself up and you're doing an inclined plank on the left-hand side, right arm straight up into the air. If you can't balance on that, keep your forearm there. Do it with your forearm. Pull your stomach in. Deep breaths. These aren't poses to be held for very long. Try and smile. Okay, other side. Shuffle around. On your forearm, push yourself up. Left arm straight up. You can look up at that left arm. And come back down. So we're going to sit cross-legged. We're going to keep the right knee bent. Bring your left foot to the outside of the right knee. Now you want to, from here, you want to see your both buttocks should be on the mat, but inevitably one is always going to be higher than the other depending on which side you're doing. So for me on this side, pretty even. This is a little bit raised up. You should feel the stretch in your buttock and glute, slightly in your lower back on the left hand side. So this is cool pull. This is one half of what is called cow face pose. for whatever reason, it's called cow face. The full cow face pose comes about when you take your right hand, raise it up, bring your left hand to your back. So your back is going to look like this. So you've got the front sorted out. Right hand up, other thing that. Left hand like that, right hand like that, interlock the fingers. That's the full cow face pose. If you can't interlock the fingers, you can grab hold of your t-shirt like that. But if you can, that's great. Try and keep your back straight and your head straight. So you've got that. You've got your right foot, left foot on the outside of your right knee. Right hand up at the top, left hand at the bottom, interlocking your fingers. That is a full cow face pose. Try and stay here for, let's say, 5 breaths. Long, even breaths. You should feel a pull in your triceps over here, in your left glute. And you should feel some strain in trying to keep your back straight. Shouldn't be hunched over. Should be straight, like almost arching your back in if you can. 3, 4, 5. Release the pose, switch sides. So bending your left knee. Right foot on the outside of the left knee. So for the first part, we'll just grab hold of our shin. Now this is where you're going to see how out of alignment your hips are. So this side is much more raised than the other side was in the mirror position. And I'm feeling a little bit of discomfort in my knee. If you're feeling discomfort in your knees, that is, then an alternative to this is just to keep your one leg straight. So keep the left leg straight, right foot on the outside of the left knee, and we do cow face pose on this way. So this time your left arm is up, right arm is at the bottom, interlacing your fingers or grabbing hold of your t-shirt behind your back. If you can, bend the knee. And let's do that. 2, 3, 4, 5. Release the pose. Coming up onto all fours. So these are cat-cow stretches. So I believe that's a cat and that's a cow. Don't ask me why. So again, we're going to do an inhale on the cat and an exhale on the cow. We're going to do about 50 of these. Go at your own pace. You can go really fast. It's not advisable to go super fast because it is a spinal flex. And just try and find a gentle rhythm. Inhaling on the cat, exhaling on the cow. Inhaling up, exhaling down. This is really great for any lower spine misalignments, injuries. If you're feeling sciatica in any of your legs or glutes, do 100 of these every day. Or do 20 in the morning, 20 at lunchtime, and 20 in the evening, or 25 or something like that. You can make it into a ritual. You don't want to let your mind wander. If your mind starts to wander, start coming back to your breath and awareness of your body. Last one. Arch up, hold the breath. Exhale. Sit back down onto your heels. Bring your hands by your side. Stretch out your lower back. Okay, now we're going to do a shoulder stand. So the shoulder stand is an inversion. It's a precursor kind of thing to the headstand. We're not going to do headstands, not today anyway, but the shoulder stand. So you want to shuffle down so that your legs are sticking off the end of your mat. So your knees are right by the end of the mat and your feet are right off. Then you want to lie down, bend your knees up. You want to hug your knees into your back. Now, until you've built some core strength, or there's no way to just easily roll into it. So you're going to have to propel yourself up. So I would say, from a sitting position with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor of your mat on one side, roll back, push your elbows into the mat, and come up into a shoulder stand, supporting your lower back with your hands. The further up that you can get your hands up. So if you can get your hands right up to your shoulder blades, that would be amazing. Try and let your legs feel light. You should feel all the weight on the back of your neck and the tops of your shoulders. The back of your neck should be flat. Your throat should be a little bit sort of compressed. That doesn't sound good, does it? A compressed throat. Remember to breathe. Okay, from here, we're going to drop down into a bridge pose. If you can't drop down out of shoulder stand, come back down, roll down. It's kind of vertebra by vertebra. So that you're lying on your back. Bend your knees so that your feet are as close to your buttocks as possible. Then take a deep breath in. On the exhalation, push down with both feet and raise your hips up off the ground as high as they can go. You want to get this thigh to be almost parallel to the mat. Grab hold of your tracksuit or shorts or whatever you're wearing on the side to give you some support. So you're kind of hoisting your pelvis up, pushing down with both feet. Your quadriceps, your thighs should be tensed and engaged, pushing down. Every other part of your body that isn't being used should try and be relaxed. So you're aware of what parts of your body are tensed and engaged, and everything else should try and be relaxed. So go through your face is relaxed. Stomach should be relatively relaxed, chest is relaxed, but legs, thighs, glutes are engaged. So this is bridge pose. On your next inhalation, if you can, raise your right leg up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Deep breath in, exhale, right leg down. Next inhalation, raise your left leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. Stay in bridge pose for 5 more breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And come down onto the mat. Straighten out your legs. Let your arms fall by their sides. Catch your breath. Let everything relax for a few moments. When you're ready, bring your knees into your chest and roll up to sitting up, and then coming to be standing at the front of your mat. Okay, so we're going to do a little vinyasa warrior sequence just to finish up the class. So bending your knees, swinging your arms, sitting down in your invisible chair. Swing your arms up so they're about 60 degrees to your shoulders, gazing at the space between your hands. Sitting down in your invisible chair, feeling how comfortable it is. Keep your mind focused on your breath. Long, deep, even breathing. Notice what your body's feeling. Where are you feeling uncomfortable? What is your mind saying to you? Is it saying, I don't want to do this? Don't listen to your mind. But ask yourself, why am I doing this? It's a very good question. Deep breath in. On the exhalation, drop your hands either side of your feet. Step or jump back into a high plank. Come down into a low plank. Inhale up into an upward dog. Tops of the feet on the mat. Exhale into a downward dog. Shuffling your shoulder blades down the back. Turning out your right foot. Stepping your left foot into the space between your hands. Coming up into warrior one on the left hand side. Pushing down with your front foot. Back with your back foot. Really feel engaged here. You're pushing with your front foot, pushing with your back foot, and your shoulders are also feeling the strain. So you've got strain in your shoulders, strain in your front thighs, and a little bit in your glutes. Feel that tension in your body is like a power or a force just flowing through your body that is strong. It's strength. This is a strong pose. Gazing at the space between your hands. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, drop your hands either side of your front foot. Step that foot back into a high press up. Come down into a low press up. Inhale into an upward dog. Exhale into a downward dog. Turn out your left foot. Step your right foot into the space between your hands. Coming up into warrior on the other side. Pushing down with your front foot. Back with your back foot. Long, deep, even breaths. Try to relax your shoulders if you can. Really push down with your front foot. Feel like there's a force flowing through you. Gazing intently at that space between your hands. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, drop your hands either side of your front foot. Step that foot back into a high press up. Come down to a low press up. Inhale into an upward dog. Exhale into a downward dog. Turn out your right foot. Step your left foot into the space between your hands. Come up into warrior two. On the left hand side, gazing out over your left fingers, arms parallel to the mat. Go as low as you can in this. But your knee should not extend over your toes. That should be straight flush, 90 degrees. But if you're more comfortable up here, that's fine. Drop your right hand to your right leg. Left hand straight up. Looking up at your left fingers, long, deep, even breaths. Pushing your mat in opposite directions with your feet. Reaching up with that left hand. So you've got a force in your front leg, a force in your back leg, pushing in opposite directions. And a third force reaching up to the sky. Feel powerful in this pose. Deep breath in. Come back to warrior two. Gazing out over your left fingers, take a deep breath in. Exhale, cycle your hands either side of your left foot. Step that foot back into a high press up. Come down into a low press up. Inhale into an upward dog. Exhale into a downward dog. Turn out your left foot. Step your right foot into the space between your hands. Come up into warrior on the right hand side. So this is warrior two on the right hand side. Pushing down with your front foot, back with your back foot. Really pushing down. Deep breath in. On the exhalation, raise your right hand up. Gazing up at your right hand as it reaches to the sky. front foot reaching forwards, back foot reaching back. And your core, you're here in your core is power. You're breathing into that power as it flows out into your front foot, into your back foot, up into your hand. You are the center of power. Long, deep, even breaths. Deep breath in. Come back to warrior 2, gazing out over your right fingers. On your next inhale, breathe out and cycle your hands either side of your front foot. Step that foot back into a high press up, come down into a low press up. Inhale into an upward dog, exhale into a downward dog. Shuffling your shoulder blades down your back. Stay here for 2 breaths. Try and straighten your legs if you can. Looking at the space between your hands, step or jump into that space. Swing your arms and come up into a powerful pose at the end of that sequence, sitting down in your imaginary chair. Long, deep, even breaths. And relax. Shake out your arms, shake out your legs. We'll do a short relaxation. So come to be lying on your mat, on your back. Let gravity drag the top of, the underside of your body down into the mat. Just feel everything sinking. Even out your breath, stomach expanding on the inhalation, contracting on the exhalation. Exhalation longer than the inhalation. Notice how your body feels. Maybe it's feeling really crap. Maybe you're feeling alive, maybe you're feeling tired, maybe you're feeling energized. Maybe feeling loosened up. Just let everything come to stillness here. Tense up your right leg, let it drop, left leg, let it drop, push. Tense up your buttocks, push your lower back into the bat, relax. Make fists with your hands, tense up your arms, lift them off the mat, shrug them up to your shoulders, push them away, stretch out your fingers, tense up your stomach, screw up your face, relax everything, roll your head from side to side. And just say to yourself, in your mind, I relax my feet and my calves. I relax my feet and my calves. My feet and calves are relaxed. I relax my thighs, my buttocks, and my hips. I relax my thighs, my buttocks, and my hips. My thighs, buttocks, and hips are totally relaxed. I relax my lower back and my upper back. I relax my lower back and my upper back. My lower back and upper back are completely relaxed. I relax my stomach and my chest. I relax my stomach and my chest. My stomach and chest are completely relaxed. I relax my hands, my arms, and my shoulders. I relax my hands, my arms, and my shoulders. My hands, arms, and shoulders are relaxed. I relax my head, my neck, and my face. I relax my head, my neck, and my face. My head, neck, and face are completely relaxed. I relax all my internal organs, my heart, lungs, liver, kidneys. I relax all my internal organs. All my internal organs are totally relaxed. My whole body is completely relaxed and still. So holding in your mind the image of a perfectly still lake. The water is so still, it's like a mirror reflecting the sky. It's so still, and you're standing on the banks and you dive seamlessly into this lake without even making a splash or a ripple. And you dive deeper and deeper into this stillness. You let it hold you. Start coming back into your body. Make circles with your ankles and wrists. Stretch your arms up behind your head. Give your body a long, deep stretch. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. Then up, down along your spine. And come up to a seated position on your mat. And that's it for today's class. Thank you so much for coming. I will see you again, same time, same place, tomorrow morning for ADHD Yoga. Thank you.